Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play West of Loathing. In the previous episode, we finally made our way to Frisco, only to be stopped by someone claiming to be the Emperor of, well, Frisco. Now, we could have given him a crown, but we chose not to and ended up getting an anti-venom, which allowed him to steal the train. We managed to cure it, but rather than going after a madman who's kidnapped a rather large group of people, we've chosen to explore the Frisco area. Now, there isn't actually that much left for us to do here. There's the quest in Breadwood, along with upgrading Dirtwater's economy with some new towns, but the primary thing, besides stopping Emperor Norton, is to take care of the El Vibrato quests. Oh, and also help Cactus Bill. Let's see, new map location, Olive Gardens Homestead. Well, let's stop and smell the flowers. Howdy. Howdy, stranger. Name's Talia. Howdy, Talia. I'm Olive. Olive Garden. Gee, I wonder what that could be a reference to. Nice garden you've got here, Olive. Why, thanks. Looks delicious. Oh, I don't grow 'em to eat 'em. I just grow 'em to grow 'em. In fact, if you've got the know-how, you're welcome to harvest anything you like. Thanks. Sure thing, hun. Why, I'm always happy to meet another cactus aficionado. Did you know there's more than 2,000 different breeds of cactus? All different shapes and sizes and all different colors and flowers, too? I'll be. If you know what sort of cactus to look for, they'll help you survive out in the desert for quite a while, too. They collect and store a lot of drinkable water, and several varieties bear edible fruit. That's fascinating. That's even before we get into their medical uses. Did you know that if you sterilize cactus spines over hot coals, you can use them for sutures? Although you would have to be careful because there's a couple of breeds whose spines are actually venomous. Well, I'll be darned. Did you know that saguaro cactuses, those are the tall ones with the arms that you probably picture when you think about cactuses, generally live to be 160 or 170 years old, sometimes as old as 200. Heck, they aren't even considered adults until they're 125. Gosh. You'll probably think I'm silly, but I kind of think of these cactuses as pets. They're like my big, green, prickly children, though a lot easier to take care of, obviously. People probably think of me as that weird cactus lady that lives outside of town, but that doesn't matter to me so long as I've got my needle babies. You know, if you love cactuses so much, why don't you marry one? Talia, you are definitely not the first person that suggested that. And I'll tell you what, I would absolutely, positively marry a cactus if I could find one that wanted to marry me. A hint much? Anyways, let's just do a bunch of harvesting. Not too much of it's of use to us. Well, except for this loco weed. Shockweed extract. Ooh, this is a new one. Frisco Poppy. Not bad. Well, actually, no. Never mind. It's just mysticality. Now then, what do you say we take a brief break from this El Vibrato to help out a lonely, lonely cactus? Besides, we do kind of owe him for the shovel. Howdy, Bill. Howdy. Say, I don't reckon you found me a cactus lady yet. I have found just the gal for you, Bill. Do you mean it, Talia? Sure do. She's a cactus-loving lady named of Olive Garden, and she's a real peach. You give Cactus Bill directions to Olive's ranch, and he hitches a ride on the very next passing stagecoach. Godspeed, Cactus Bill. Godspeed. Now, let's see. May as well head back to the area. One, to check in on them, and two, because that's where we need to go to wander around. A Cobra. I don't think I ever saw one of those before. Hey, Bill, I see you found the place. I found the love of my life, and it's all thanks to you, Talia. Yes, thank you. It was love at first sight. We got married right away. Well, I'm just glad to have helped someone find happiness in this desolate wasteland. Good luck to both of you. Now then, next place we need to find is not that, though I don't think I ever found it. Alamo Rent-A-Mule, huh? What's this place? Dunno. Seems familiar. Yeah, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Remember the Alamo. Looks like this is where you go to rent a mule. Just judging from the sign, you know. Howdy, welcome to Rent-A-Mule. How can I help you? I'd like to rent a mule. Excuse me, but didn't you ride up here on a horse? Yes. So what do you need a mule for? Guess you have a point. Please remember us in the future if your horse breaks down, though. Sure. Needle. This year's model. Yeah, still looks like a horse to me. Oh great, another customer, as if I didn't have enough to deal with already. Well, with the paperwork and the heat and the mule bits, and someone keeps stealing my lunch out of the employee icebox. And my trick knuckle is acting up again. Gosh. Sure, it would be nice to get a little peace and quiet, but nope, I gotta stand here at this counter all day, and the hardwood floor isn't helping my sciatica. Let me tell you, don't even get me started on what they pay us around here. The mules eat better than I do. Uh-huh. And if all that wasn't bad enough, I went and dropped my daughter's birthday present down a stupid hole at a stupid mine, and will anyone go get it for me? Haha, yeah, right. You want me to go get it? What? Really? Did a miracle just occur? I can hardly believe it. Where did you lose it? Oh, not far from here. A place called Deepest Delve Mine. I was looking to scavenge some free string to tie up the package with, and I dropped it. And of course, it's a bracelet. It's round, so of course it rolls into a hole under some kind of stupid machine. Ugh. Okay, I'll check it out. Well, that is somewhere we need to go, but not yet, because there are some other things we have to take care of first. Curious flat plain. Sorry, flat plain. Not quite where we need to go, but somewhere we should go anyways. Huh, what's with the big stone blocks sticking up out of the ground over there? They're oddly regular, a lot of them too. They ran off northward, farther than you can see. Some kind of ancient road? Could be. Looks like it gets wider as it goes, though. Like there was a canyon and someone filled it in. That's weird. Wait, what did he say? I'd keep going, but I'm not animated for climbing. Ooh. Check their belongings. El Vibrato Rod. This thin-foot-long rod of El Vibrato material. It's got a little label on the side that says Emergency Cash Decloaker. Yeah, you remember all those locations I told you about with the 4 stones in a perfect square? Well, this rod will reveal those caches to you. Thing is, we don't really need them. Oh wait, I was wrong. We had to go here anyways. Let's see, local power terminal. Select local power destination. No, here we are. Roberto Containment. It's something we needed to do anyways, cause, and I'm just assuming on this, but this is probably where Roberto's being contained. Now, we're pretty much done there. Now, all you're really going to find in the cache is... I believe, keystones. No, not keystones. Scraps, among other things. I can't remember off the top of my head, but nothing that's really useful to us. Well, this is a right odd place for a shop. Shop tucked out here on the edge of nowhere. Seems like there's a lot of squirrels around, too. Guess whoever lives here has been feeding them. Well, may as well clean it up. Now, you remember that doll we encountered a long, long time ago? If we'd given her the blood, she'd have come here and started murdering a whole lot of squirrels. Howdy. Name's Holloway. Hab Holloway. Sorry for the chittering. I ain't seen another person in a long time. That's not surprising, this place is pretty secluded. What do you do here? I mostly sell pine cones to squirrels. Huh. Alright. Let's see. You know a fella named Curly? I found part of the map. I can't say I remember what you're talking about. Sounds like he doesn't exactly trust you. Okay. H. Holloway? I found this silver pin. Ah, dang it. I was hoping not to see that again. I locked that up with the keys inside on purpose. Too many bad memories. Wait, how would you... Never mind. Silly game, not gonna question it. I appreciate the intention, that's real kind of you, but go ahead and keep it. Is it something to do with why you live all the way out here with squirrels? I just don't feel comfortable in regular society no more. Is it something to do with his old pickaxe? It has your initials on it, and I found it in the same mine your pin is from. Oh god, no! No! I didn't do nothing! He starts chattering wildly in squirrel. Wow, whoa, okay, sorry. I'm putting it away. Never mind. Holloway grabs a paper bag from under the counter and hyperventilates into it for a bit. Eventually he calms down, though he still has a kind of wild look in his eyes. So, welcome to my shop. What can I do for you? Well, you know a fella named Curly? I found part of the map. Well, since you came all this way just to return my pin, I guess you're the trustworthy sort Curly was looking for. Here you go. This is the other half of that map. Wow, thanks. And may as well take a look at what he's selling. Peanut butter, not bad. Clip-on bow tie. You would never wear this, but maybe you'll find a child that needs help getting ready for a funeral. That definitely sounds like something that would happen out west. Yeah, I guess this is where you go if you don't have, I believe, the moxie to help the guy with the bow tie. And this has no use. Anyways, let's get that map put together. See, the two halves of the map fit together like two halves of a glove. See, this is just a map leading from Curly's ranch in the southeast to Holloway's store in the northwest. This better not be some the real treasure was friendship crap. Don't worry, it's not. This X isn't real. It's an abstract representation of your knowledge that something is buried here. Dig up that abstraction. Curly's strong box. Let's open it up. Treasure you've been searching for since you left Boring Springs. Though this is a lockbox, it's not a locked lockbox. Open it. Open it! You take a deep breath, make a drum roll noise with your tongue, and open the lockbox. It contains a frame note. This is a frame note from Curly Butterfield. Oh. Just kidding. There's a whole pile of meat in there. Yay! 11,000 meat. Let's see what it says. Dear Treasure Hunter, you've proven that you are as clever as an owl, as strong as a bear, and as compassionate as a bobcat. My soul can rest easily knowing that my treasure is in good hands. Spend it wisely. Or waste it. I don't care. I'm dead. XOXO, Curly Butterfield. Sweet. Well, that's one more quest done. Just one last thing we need to find. There it is. Oh good, another cave. I know you enjoy those. Heh. Say, there's something a little weird about this one. What's up? The mountain doesn't seem natural. It's just like a giant pile of rocks and boulders with some dirt filling in the cracks. And look, the land around here is pretty flat otherwise. That doesn't sound structurally sound, especially with a cave in the middle of it. Well, it seems pretty stable, I guess. Time to take a look around. Let's see. Hold up. You could probably plug up all those holes if you were strong enough. Be strong enough. With a shove here and a push there, the whole stack collapses in on itself. Sweet. Just checking make sure there's nothing to the left. There's something strange about these rocks. Some of these rocks aren't real. They vanish as soon as you look at them closely. This thing has a job to do, and it isn't going to take any of your guff. Put that guff right back in the bag and make sure you use a twist tie so it doesn't get stale. Banish it. Anything beyond it? Okay, maybe this is... who the hell knows where the containment is. Alright, let's get this generator running. Let's see. Okay, first thing we want to do is there is a specific thing we want to create. So, first things first. Select local power destination. And chrono key fabrication facility. Back to the primary terminal, chrono key terminal, Initialize chrono key fabrication. The terminal makes a type of sound you've never heard before, and your bag gets slightly heavier. You go and investigate and find oh yeah, it's just that weird El Vibrato thing you found in the woods when you were 6. That thing has been there the whole time. Yeah, the whole time. And one other thing. Local power terminal, I believe. No. Time squeezer terminal. Increase time squeezer power. Back to primary terminal. Set local power terminal. Set its destination to Roberto Containment. Mess with it. This machine has a smallish hull in either end and a large flat surface running through the middle. As you're staring at it, trying to figure out what it does, a mouse suddenly runs into the hole on the left, and at the same instant, a mouse skeleton skids out the hole on the right. Huh. Push the skeleton back through. You slid the skeleton into the right hole, and a very confused mouse scurries out the left hole and disappears under the machine. This machine must be some kind of time tube. Now, if you didn't have if you didn't have the hippies grow your cow's bane for you, you could just send the seeds through and get a bale for pretty much little to no problem. But we can put some things in the left and make it older, like this decent wine, which gets us a bottle of fine wine. Of course, if we put the fine wine in, it gets us vinegar, which is useless to us. But we can put it back through the hole on the right and get a bottle of fine wine. On the right, get El Vibrato scrap, and then we can turn it into a random El Vibrato object. And if we put a stick of dynamite through, we get an old stick of dynamite that would double its damage. There's other things we can do with it, but not yet. But now that we have all of this stuff, there are a bunch of things that we can do, including finally upgrading the getting the next shop in town. Because with that chrono key, a bunch of random portals have appeared all over the west. Ta-da! The key-shaped El Vibrato device hums as you approach the floating window and peer through. You see a woman browsing through a book as she strolls along a garden path. There's a booming noise in the distance and she looks up. There's a burst of static and the scene repeats. Grab her arm and pull her through. What the what? Quite a rescue. What in the hell just happened? What did you do? Saved your life. Don't mention it, all in a day's work. Where's my house? As best as I can work out, the commander of the nearby army fort got cabin fever and went on a paranoid rampage. You just so happened to be in range of their guns. So that's what that soldier was trying to warn me about. I assumed he meant goblins or something. I'm sorry. Well, but how am I alive? I happened to see you through a time rift and pulled you through just before the explosion. Don't ask me to explain that. Okay. Also, you're probably a couple of years out of date. How long has it been for you since the cows came home? Since the what now? Oh boy. You have a lot of catching up to do. Well, I can't do it in this pile of rubble. What am I going to do? Oh, all my lovely books. Well, speaking of books, there's a town in the southeast called Dirtwater. Sounds charming. There's plenty of space there, and they could use a library or bookstore or something. Okay, I suppose it's better than living in a crater, and some of these volumes look salvageable. Alright, I'll head there directly. There's nothing but static on the other side of the window now. Let's see. Now that we've taken care of that, we can actually finally take care of Breadwood's final problem. Which is that of the yeast. The stolen yeast. We take our yeast supply very seriously here in Breadwood, and that dang yeasty gang made off with the whole lot. A couple of fellas said they saw them loitering around the old brewery, so that's probably where they've made their hideout. We need that yeast back. Okay, I'll go investigate. Give it a try. Same thing, shooting at our feet and dancing. Whoa. Let's dive in and fight this monster, which shouldn't be a problem for us, because we are severely overleveled for pretty much anything in this game. Hooray! So this whole yeast biz doesn't seem to have gone well for you guys. Yeah, no, oh jeez, are you a bounty hunter? Relax, the mayor just wants his yeast back. He didn't say anything about hauling you in. Phew. Okay, well, the yeast is in that revolting pile. So what happened here? Well, we got bored of bread, is all. I know a bit about brewing, and we figured if we came back with a couple of kegs, nobody would mind so much that we stole the yeast. No offense, but it seems you aren't much of a brewer. Hey. Well, ideally you wouldn't end up with a ravenous yeast monster. That wasn't my... Okay, well, I guess it was my fault. But I understand what happened. These vats are old, and we didn't clean them properly first because we were in a hurry. I think there were some frogs living in one of them. And you figured you could use the extra hops? Haha. Well, I'm sure if you've got it figured out, you could set up shop in Dirtwater. Oh? Yeah, it's turning into quite a little metropolis. I'd love to have my own place. Okay, I'll go check it out. Well, I might as well check this. Schmaltz. Can't be as good as my brew. Now he's too grumpy to talk to you. He's just angrily muttering about yeast. You're under arrest. For what? Stealing about 2 handfuls of yeast? Yes. And the sentence for that is, what? About 3 days in jail? And does Brightwood actually have a jail? Alright, I'll let you off with a warning this time. Back to Brightwood. Talk to the mayor about his problems. Any luck recovering our yeast from those bandits up in the old Schmaltz brewery? Yep. Well done, that's quite a help. Thank you. The mayor glances at the list of problems posted on the wall and paces around nervously. Yep, there's nothing left for us. Bad lumber deal. We're giving lumber to the railroad company for like no meat at all. That's bad. Note at bottom. Note. Last time a mayor let this list get over 3 items, we chased him out of town with his breadstick nailed to the top of his head. Well, nothing left for us here. Now it is time to get some of the best items we could get, especially for a snake oiler. Here at the West Pole. Whoa. Never seen a sign like this before. This strange conveyance has a sign reading "Bitchin" on the back. Let's take a look inside. On the seat you find a gun. You think. This is fairly obviously a gun, but it's unlike any gun you've ever seen before. You don't have to cock it, there's not even a cylinder. Yeah, this is the best gun we can get in the entire game. It's part of the reason I didn't bother getting the Army-issued sidearm silvered, or silver-plated. Now if we continue on... See, you've never seen a sunk stagecoach before. Real nice cowboy hat. Not bad. I think it's time I replaced my old prototype Stetson anyway. Sure, we get a bit of a drop, but not that much to really affect us. It's a strange metal man. What's he holding? Glowing ring, plus 5 maximum AP. Speaking of which, I should probably check out my other rings. Silicon, 11 mysticality, no. 7 armor. 11 moxie, that could be nice. Oh well. One last thing for us to get here. You approach the sarcophagus. The top is long since crumbled to dust, and it is empty. Wait, no it isn't empty, there's a jawbone. On a very small pillow. You bend down for a closer look and hear a faint whisper. I beg your pardon? I'm sorry? You lean in even closer. You still can't hear it. Pick it up. This seems kinda rude, but so is leaving without hearing what it has to say. You pick up the bone and hold it up to your ear. Oh, come on, please, speak up. Hold it even closer. Stick it in your ear. You jam the jawbone as far into your ear as you can. Stick your finger in your other ear. Jam your finger in your other ear, close your eyes, and listen as hard as you can, and... Undying. That's undying. Okay. You put the jawbone back into the sarcophagus, and in doing so, notice something yellow hidden under the pillow. You grab it as a reward for your patience. Ah, yes. One of the best lapel items we can get. Which more than makes up for the drop we got from, well, equipping the pistol, I believe. And the hat. Speaking of which, I think we might be able to change out the ring, but yeah, I'll take care of that another time. Alright, back to the map. Let's see, the next one we can get is Fort of Darkness to steal some boots. And get some more loco weed extract. You can never have too much of that. Now, unfortunately, we can't recruit the boot guy yet because there's one other person we need to get. Let's see. You see nothing but rocks in every direction. Every direction except slightly down and to the left where you see two menacing-looking hairy men fighting. Wait, they're not fighting. They're taking turns bonking each other on the heads with clubs, but they're smiling and giggling. Through the window, you can just barely reach the shoes of the one on the left. Grab them. As soon as the shoes pass through the window, it snaps to static. You grab them, that's strange. Hide shoes, 9 muscle. They're not bad for a cowpuncher. Now, I know there's one at Fort Unnecessary, but I'll get that one when I'm on my way back. Let's see. Next one is in Snake Spring, which is closer. See, you conclude that you've either summoned a nest of babies or a nest of rattlers. Let's take them out. Seriously. Whatever. Now, in Snake Springs, we get another one. Let's see, the El Vibrato device, let's see, on the sign on the far wall reads, Snake Springs Plumbing. Supply established 1925, and a sign on the nearby bin full of toilet plungers saying plungers. 45,000 each. That's exorbitant. They're not even special solid gold toilet plungers or anything like that, just regular plungers. I'll grab one. Why? For the giggles. Now, let's see. May as well head to the Silver Plater now. And take care of getting our gun plated. What are my options? Maybe something else. Maybe something else. Plate our pistol. Silver plated for extra damage. Let's see, what else? Fort Unnecessary is the last place, so let's head to Danny's Tannery. Let's see, cheap tequila. And get the leather guy recruited. See, I'm gonna let the episode go on a little longer just so we can check out these new shops. See, there's an empty lot in Dirtwater you could probably use. Great, I'll head right there. Thanks a million, partner. I owe you one. Then we head for Fort of Darkness once more. Whew, 139. Of course, that is including the silver bonus that I get against them. See, was he in here? Nope, he was in the first one. You should open up a boot store. There's a town called Dirtwater. I've got just the thing. Wow, what? Look at all these tiny little guns. See, with these, the elves will be able to defend themselves on the road to Dirtwater. Oh man, that's so weird. Okay, yeah, cool. He packs his boots and tools together and heads out of the tent. It'll be kind of amazing if he actually makes it to Dirtwater, but stranger things have happened. And then, one last person in the lost Dutch oven mine. Let's see, let's get those sweet-smelling flowers for the last time, and head on in. I really hope I have one of those headbands. Because if I don't, this is going to be awkward. Let's see. Try to talk to him. Okay, I'm going to head to Madness Mall Mine to get one of those headbands, and I'll be right back. Must have miscounted. Okay, I'm back with an El Vibrato headband. You put the headband on him, he and he blinks rapidly, shaking his head. Oh my goodness, where am... Ah, I'm still in the mine, uninjured and hungry but not starving, so I can't have been here very long. Perhaps a day. Good, good. Well, I must have you to thank, friend. Howdy. Feeling better? I should say so. Thank you for outfitting me with this remarkable device. Don't mention it. What's your name? Murray. Murray Morris, excavator of the unknown and purveyor of mysteries. Fancy. What brings you to this mine? Why, excavating the unknown for mysteries of purvey, of course. Or at least attempting to. I must admit that until you put this device on me, I was quite overcome. Overcome? Quite. I'm oversensitive to psychic emanations, you see. Always have been. As it happens, this curious little hole is absolutely overflowing with them. And they're none too friendly, I can tell you that for certain. It was risky business my coming down here, but I took a gamble and lost. It's a miraculous thing that you happened by when you did. My friend, we should both get out of here as soon as possible. I've been staying in a town called Dirtwater to the south. You could probably do some good business purveying mysteries there. A capital idea, then. I shall see you there. He hefts his pack onto his shoulder and leaves with a wave. See you later, Murray. And that may be sooner than you think, because we're headed to Dirtwater right now. Because we have gotten every shop that we can. Now, by having the bookstore open up next to the hot dog stand... Nice to see ya. What's new, Doug? I've been wrapping some of my hot dogs up in paper from the garbage can behind the bookstore next door. It's saving me a ton of meat. Interesting. Yep, literary hot dog. Which increases our muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 11 for the rest of the day. This is actually the third best food item you can get. There are two others, but you can only get one of those two. May as well eat this, and I do intend to get them. See, you read the side of the hot dog, then you eat the hot dog. The hot dog tastes so good that you forget what you just read. Of course. Here we have the bookstore. Oh, hello again. Thank you for telling me about this place. The locals have been very welcoming. Glad to hear it. Oh, and I never really thanked you properly for saving my life, so thank you. Although I still don't really understand what happened. I don't think I could explain it if I tried, and you're welcome. A brewery moved in next door, which is helping me deal with more than a decade out of date on current events. He likes modern adventure fiction, so it wasn't hard to find him something. I got an extra copy of it if you're interested. I may well be. Yeah, this is where we can get a bunch of stuff we don't normally have. Modern snake oiler, mind your meat, get cracking, desert eating and drinking, my ecology, your ecology, percussive maintenance, walking stupid if for some reason you have gotten through this entire game and haven't gotten that. And then we also have the quick and the drunk. This is what you get if the brewery moves in next door. What it does is it gives you a special perk, which... Quick and drunk. Increases our pistol attack damage like we need it anymore with 129 moxie, and increases our liver capacity. Read the book and pick up some helpful tips on being both faster and drunker. Unfortunately, you're in such a hurry to go get drunk after finishing the book that you accidentally drop it in a sewer. Dang it. We've got the Liquid Bread Brewing Company. Oh, hey, it's you. Thanks for telling me about this place instead of arresting me. Or shooting me in the head and then arresting me. No problem. I'm not really a bounty hunter anyway. Just looking to help people out. Well, you sure did help me out. I really appreciate the opportunity. And things are going pretty well. Not a single yeast monster yet. Yeah. The tanner moved in next door, and I don't much care for the smell, but it did give me an idea for a new recipe. Interesting. Yeah, we can get a bunch of good stuff. The leathery lager will increase your armor for 11 by the rest of the day. It's good, but not as good as the liquor you can make as a snake oiler. Now, this is a guy you probably want moved in as soon as possible once you have, or if you're a cowpuncher. Well, hey there, Talia. Welcome to my shop. Looks like you've gotten yourself set up pretty nicely. Sure have. Here, let me give you a little something as thanks for helping me out. Have a sharpening stroke on the house. This is the thing you want. It will increase the damage of your melee weapon by 3 to 4. And as a cowpuncher, that is very important. Aw, thanks. Just let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. Hey Grady, I noticed you've got a new neighbor, Bootsmith. Yep. In fact, I scored a sweet little side gig making bootstraps for him. I'm selling them here too, in case you need a spare. Interesting. Yep, they'll increase your max AP to any pair of boots that you have. Not sure if I want to use them on my current boots, because, well, not exactly the best these days. Oh, hey, hi, nice to see you again. Hey, did your elves make the trip okay? Oh, sure, yeah. No problems, like, at all. I've been seeing them less and less since the move, though, so I've been making some boots myself just to help out. Well, that's real nice of you. A real weird guy moved in next door. He sold me some crazy nails that were, like, super cold. I don't know how that works, but I used them in a pair of boots if you want to check them out. Interesting. Yeah, we can get a bunch of boots. Boot polish, add 3 speed to a pair of boots. Tony's enchanted boots. This is what you get if Murray moves in next door. You got shiny boots, shooting boots, tiger stripe boots. Why not? I'll take the enchanted boots. And lastly, we have Murray's Curiosity and Beans. Well, hello again. Thank you for telling me about this town. That's 2 good turns you've done me. Don't mention it. Speaking of which, here's your curious headband back. Fortune willing, I won't be needing it again. No more gambles like that for me. Why is it so dark in here? Atmosphere, my friend. I sell mysteries, things which cannot be properly experienced in the cold light of day. Why not? Well, it wouldn't be any fun. Okay. Where's all your merchandise? In the locked case behind me. These are things that must be kept from prying eyes and unprepared minds. And thieving hands? Well, that goes without saying. Gotcha. Let's see what you got. Golden Scarab, this is where we get the glass sphere for that ritual. See, all-purpose beans can serve any purpose if you are a master chef. This bag is filled with mixed beans, not in the sense that it contains some of every type of bean, but in the sense that every bean it contains is a mix of every type of bean. Ring of Inconspicuousness. Get more non-combat random encounters. Can be useful. Magician Pants. Golden Scarab Pin. Not as good as that accessory I got. Well, with that, that's every town, or every shop for the town. And with that, we are well out of time for this episode. So, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, and I will see you guys in the next episode.